just interested in fluffy things or whatever you like. Anyway, I've got a box, and it's a very, very small, what the hell do you call it now? Fudge. What's the word? It's a small cat tree. Just a really small basic one, because they've already got a biggish one. And they've got a small one that I put together in the bathroom. So I thought, right, we'll just do a little one. Because obviously they need to have something to use their nails on. Seems Yoshi's in a really, funny mood. So I'm not going to show you all the way through with this, because it will be so boring and daunting. It'll be just too much. Believe me, it would drive me mad if I was watching it the other way. So, good grief, this box. I'm trying to think, where did I buy this? Oh yeah, eBay. But I will display it on the line where I bought it. I mean, these cat trees, they're all in different prices, but you have to watch, because you can make the mistake of thinking, well, I'll get this one because it seems quite big. There's lots of scratching posts on it. But what people don't realise is some of these cat trees, you'll put them together correctly, but it'd be like too heavy on one side and it'll fall over, even with it being against a wall or something, like supported. It will still topple over. Or you'll find that the ladders, they have ladders sometimes on them. They're actually used more, instead of a ladder, but used as a support to hold the actual thing up. Which, again, can be an absolute pain in the neck, because you won't be able to walk past it for falling over it. The amount of things I've had to go through. So I went for a nice grey. I'm a bit close to the camera. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, a nice grey. I've had purple before, but you've got to consider, obviously you'll be cleaning up constantly because of the fur. But the last thing you want to do is get one that looks really, really good because it's white or a cream colour or like a very, very light beige. And then after a couple of, maybe a week or so, it looks really, really filthy. So you want one that can take onto the colour. It actually feels quite solid, this one actually. And that's the thing I like about these, because you get ones that they have supports inside. Like, you give me a small example. You can have these things inside. Obviously not the ones with the Cicero rope on it. You'll have them like they've got the material around it, and you'll have it inside a box. And they are such a pain in the neck to put together. It's unbelievable. Oh, I like how they've already put one end in for you. Now, I think I paid £17 something for this. I know you can get cheaper ones, but again, I went for something that's a bit more solid, because you get ones, like I said, they're propped up with like the ones covered in material and they fall apart. Now, I like the idea. This is solid. And cats and tunnels. Cats love tunnels. They love playing in them. They love going through them. They just love the experience. Now I'm going to lower this camera. So I'm back in a second. And we're back. So. It says it's basic. Oh, look, it's backwards. It's no good anyway, because it's only like a code. Cat 003BA. Are you a cat, Yoshi? Never known. So, I'm going to show you putting it slightly together. Oh, look. We've got Bast's bottom in the way. Bast. Being cute. Right. Excuse me. But this kind of kitty help is not what I want. Kitty bottom. Yeah, go and play in the box. Go on, in the box. Go on, good boy. Good boy. Right. It is a nice solid box. I actually am quite impressed with that, actually. Because that's what you want. That'll last ages. And the cats love going inside those. Absolutely love them. Now these, obviously, you've got to keep them away. It's them like the gel things that soak up all the moisture. I do keep hold of these, but obviously hide them away from the kitties because obviously poisonous. Isn't it, Yoshi? So I'm just going to put that away so I don't forget, because them little things are so easy to be knocked down onto the floor. Oh, you get an Allen key with it. Good. It can go with the rest of my collection. Yeah, we can get an Allen key. Oh, we've got a roll plug. So obviously that's just so when you're putting the screws into something, it grips it inside and then it holds it in place. So that's pretty good. Well, at least there's not loads of them. It's a pain in the neck when you get the big cat trees and they flipping out. You sit there and you have to make sure that everything's marked. You've got to count them all to make sure you've got the right amount. Well, I always do. I don't know if everybody else does, but I know I do. Because obviously they'll tell you on the sheet. You might have one piece, and that's a double-sided, which I've got. 3 pieces of, what size is that? 40 millimeters is that? Yeah. So you get 3 pieces of the 40 millimeters. 1, 2, 3, yes. And 1 piece at 20 mil. So, yeah, that's all there. Doesn't say anything about the roll plug, does it? No Allen key. No, doesn't say anything about the roll plug, so I don't know what that's about. And yes, I do know what a roll plug is, but it's very, very basic and quite. And I like how this box is at the bottom and then the other supports are on the top, because kitties like being up high and get the words out, investigating everything. So I'm going to stop the video, restart it again, and hopefully speed this up, because you can sit and watch me doing this at 2 miles an hour. If you're not going to fall asleep, I certainly would. Right, people. I've actually done this. Obviously, I'm going to have to put it in the proper place. But, yeah. Obviously, it's not staying on the bed, otherwise I'd have kamikaze cats every 2 seconds. But, there you go. Shiro, you do not realise how heavy you are. In a minute. In a minute. Whew. I tell you. Impatient cats these days. Hello, Yoshi. And I kept thinking at the back, I will try and show you. This is such a terrible battle, and I could see this toppling over. No. Yeah, Yoshi's impressed with it. You really think it's staying on the bed? I'll actually show you after when I can. We have, yes, we're having violence in Kittyland. Here's Toad. I'm going to put my foot in there, otherwise it's going to fall over, and I'll need my other hand to stop my camera. Back again, yes, this is what's going on with the other one, which I may recover. If not, chances are it'll be a new one, but like I said, I like these because they're solid and they last ages, and they don't get torn up so easily by the cats. Vandals these days. So chances are, I mean, this will get replaced in a couple of weeks' time. But anyway, as you can see, it's all shredded down. And there's the new one. Now I've put it here, and I worked out what the strap was at the back. If I can show you. Basically, it's a strap to stop it toppling over. Of course, I should have thought. But it's here. Kublai's quite impressed by it. In fact, so were the other cats, because I could barely get it through the door before they wanted to test it out. And obviously it's another thing to work the nails out on. Obviously I'm having to move things around because you've got to accommodate things for cats. I mean, what's the point of having several cats if they all can't play on something? So it's new, it's something to play on. I could see this getting replaced in a few weeks' time, but if not, I do know you can actually buy them online. But the way I worked them out was, it worked out cheaper just to buy another cat tree. But I can't remember for the life of me where I bought this other one, because I'm impressed with how sturdy it is. And obviously there's different sections, and obviously it helps because I've got several cats, so they're not all trying to crowd into one place. So I'll either replace them or replace the entire thing, and then we'll just have several of these boxes around the house for them to play in. But yeah. And the thing that I always advise you to do is when you strip anything, always save these. The things that you've got to use for your Allen key. Because if you ever happen to buy something that's not got the right amount, or they've got the wrong size, or you lose one by accident, you then have backup. So I've always saved them. I just put them in a, oh sugar, what do you call it? A money bag. And I just put them in there, and they are saved for when we need them. So anyway, I will have a look at another little toy beforehand. I'm just going to tidy up in this corridor, and then we'll go on to something else. Yay! Yeah, I'm just adding this on the end. I don't need to make a whole video about it, because at the end of the day, excuse me kids, you can't have them. There was something small that I got to add, because I know what cats are like with playing with little small things. Even though I've had larger ones of these, they still like playing with the little ones, because it's just there. So you can't have them. I'll actually show you what it is that they're sniffing, which I'm going to have to hide. it's a tub. Yes, it does look revolting, but actually it's just got loads of fruit flies in to feed praying mantis that I've got, and some sling or baby spiders that I've got, and tarantulas. So you give them fruit flies, and obviously it's a bit icky because it's got maggots in there and all the rest of the malarkey. So obviously they're in like early development, but it's to feed creatures, right? Anyway, to this, put this in, you just screw this on like that, and then you've got a kitty toy. Just because they're big kitties doesn't mean they don't want to play, especially little Yoshi. What's this, Yoshi? Whoa, that is so cool, isn't it? You never realised you could entertain cats so easily. What is it? No, you just want to play with the flies. You're not having the flies. Well, Tyrion likes it anyway. And Shiro's like, I want to play with the flies as well. We get your bottom out of the way. What's this? Whee! Cats make me laugh at times. What is it? Oh, it's got feathers on. Cats are so easily entertained, but it's funny. Would be Yoshi, the most inquisitive one. He makes me laugh. I bet you this time next week he'll have it shredded and dragged around the house or something daft like that. I never know with him. It's very easy entertained, this one, but he could be a house wrecker at times, can't you? No, you're not playing with the flies. No. Now, if any naughty flies come in when it gets warmer, yeah, you have fun with them. The only difference about these is they've been fed on a certain food which has not been contaminated and doesn't affect all your animals. Are you going to just stand in front of that? Gizzy! Oh, excuse me. Two brothers playing with it. Kublai. Yes, you're Kublai. The clever one. And Tyrion. His brother. Aren't you? Your brothers. When we actually got these two cats, so it's actually from where I lived at the other house. And basically the family that had them was feeding them curry, believe it or not. So they didn't really know what they were doing with the kittens, and we did actually put them onto an organisation to let them know about getting the kittens rehomed, and obviously get the mother spayed so she couldn't have any more kittens. But unfortunately it went on deaf ears, because after we got these two kittens from them, obviously Kublai and Tyrion are not kittens anymore. They're going to be 5 this year, both of these two. But anyway, we did tell the people, and we gave them the information, and the mother cat, she got pregnant again. So they then asked us again for the phone number, and we gave it to them to obviously help rehome the cats. I mean, there was no way I could take that many cats on at the time. So, yeah. Remember these two munchkins, didn't we? You two boys. And I just laugh because they've got nice thick tails, haven't you? How thick that tail is. Yeah, it's all fluffy. And they're both pretty tall boys as well. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Fair enough, I was going to do, like I said, an entire video of them playing with this, because it's just another toy for them to play with. And I mean, I might do more on when they've got used to playing with this one. I mean, they've had other ones that have come on cat trees, because you get some with them, but then they unscrew easy and they've actually run off with them and then they get lost. Or if they get sick with the toys, they just throw them in the cat toilets. Don't yous? Yeah. So I end up having to replace things. Yes. And it'll be an awful lot of excuse me, kids, having little tiffs. Shush. I know you're having play tiffs, but seriously, you've got to sit there and watch the toy mouse. Is that what it is? And Gizmo singing to himself in the window. Anyway, please like, share and subscribe. And thank you for watching. You're not having the flies. Going in the other room.